What's up, you epic fucking gamers? It's XDR here to bring you some brand new goddamn content. This time we are basically just redoing our old aim tutorial that I posted on this channel a long time ago. By the way, for those of you who think my videos are scripted, they're fucking not. They're not scripted, I don't know how you could think these videos are scripted, because it's me just rambling on about random bullshit. So anyways, let's get started. We're going to go over the new aim routine. This is basically the other half of the aim routine that I never posted, because they're a little bit less impactful in my opinion, but they can still be very good. Basically, the one I did before was just showing like general, like how to actually start your aim training journey. And this is basically going to teach you more niche aim trainings and aim drills you can actually improve upon. So you can add some of these into your routine. These are just some ideas you can use. So we're gonna get started right fucking now. So this one's very similar to the tracking drill that I have usually when I start off, the one that injured my fucking hand. And all you are doing is you are going in between the bots very slowly. You are taking your time. You are making sure you don't miss any shots. This is going to help you familiarize yourself with your gap in between your shots, and it's going to help you get used to your sensitivity even more. This one's very good, and it helps you get a little bit more precise. So definitely implement this one if you want a little more improvement in those areas. Now this one is called double flicking. I'm not sure I fucking coined that term or whatever. I don't really see anyone else actually doing this, but that doesn't mean it's a shitty fucking aim routine or aim drill. Basically all you are doing is you are starting on one bot and you are instantly flicking to the other as you get the kill. This is like rapid flicking, except you are forcing yourself out of your comfort zone to actually readjust to another bot. This kind of helps you in the same area as the first drill, just it's much faster and you are placing yourself really out of your comfort zone. When you're doing this, it's going to be very hard at first, but the more you do it, the better you will get at it, and the better you will be able to actually hit longer range flicks. Now, these are just simple long-range flicks where you're basically placing the bot almost completely behind you, almost out of your field of view, and you are practicing flicking to their head. This is going to help you familiarize yourself with different areas of your mouse pad and the range of motion you actually need to hit these longer shots. A lot of these, as you can see, come down to very large flicks, but like I said, putting all of these together helps you get really used to areas of your mouse pad that otherwise you may not be used to. Certain movements that you definitely aren't used to doing. A lot of these rely on placing you outside of your comfort zone and making you, it's basically forcing you to get used to certain movements that you otherwise would not be able to do. Now with arm and wrist aiming, I want to point out there are three types of way players generally like to aim. First, you have wrist aiming, where you are only adjusting with your wrist and your arm pretty much stays completely still. Next up, you have arm aiming, where you're pretty much moving your entire arm. And generally, wrist players will be able to more consistently hit flicks, and arm players can generally navigate around their FOV much quicker. But usually, if you're a wrist aimer, you're much more precise, and you usually play on a little bit higher of a sensitivity. Arm players usually have a little bit lower of a sensitivity. And the third one is hybrid player, which is what I am. The reason I'm a hybrid player is because I have been a wrist aimer, because I was playing... Alright, so listen here. I was playing on this tiny-ass mouse pad when I was like 14, and I only used my wrist because that was all I had access to. So I became a wrist aimer from the very start. And as I developed, and probably 2 years later, I became an arm aimer, and then I converted into hybrid. So now I use my arm for pretty much all macro adjustments and everything else, and then if I really need to be precise, I just convert straight to my wrist. So that is a potential way you can play. I know not a lot of players play as a hybrid, but it is very useful, and I believe it's one of the better ways to actually aim, in my opinion, because you are utilizing both types of aiming. So however you see fit, whatever works best for you, just give it a shot. And for our last unconventional drill, basically you just teleport up on this pole as Omen and you look down on them intimidatingly and you get these shots from upwards in the rafters. Now what this is going to do is it's going to, once again, like with all the other drills, place you extremely far out of your comfort zone. This one's actually very hard for me to do because I don't do this training very often. And you have to aim downward and adjust downward while you're aiming downward. And like I said, most of these drills come down to placing you outside of your comfort zone so you get used to different movements and you develop muscle memory in different unconventional ways that you are not used to. A lot of these aim trainings are not the basic aim trainings that you will see very often. These are mainly aim trainings. If you are already a pretty decent player, these will help you a lot in getting way more precise in certain areas that you're not used to being precise in. It will cut down on inconsistency. It will make you overall more consistent in hitting your shots. So I definitely recommend doing these. I don't always do these, and I I will admit I should do these more, because in CSGO, doing unconventional training like this and placing myself outside of my comfort zone more than I'm used to is one of the biggest ways I actually shot through the ESEA ranks and actually ranked up to be a rank which I was. So this will help you immensely. I definitely recommend doing these if you are a little bit more of an experienced player, and if you're getting bored of your routine and you're a beginner player, try these out, see what it can do for you. Like always, if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. I appreciate it. I'm a fucking slut for likes. And let me know how your improvement is going. I get a lot of messages saying people improved after using my first aim drills. So same goes for this one. If you feel really good improvement from this, let me know. I like to know that my drills are actually working for people, so I don't keep putting out shitty drills that people don't like. So anyways, thank you guys for tuning in. Next video is probably going to be a VOD review of my own game. So thank you guys. Y'all have a wonderful fucking day.
I'm Poseidon with a melody. I get you with a late. Will you appreciate the water when you jump into the bed? How that you shut me down when I put myself out there? Took a shit not good for your mouth care. That's just not fair, making me a monster. Wouldn't let me fall into the bliss, the oblivion. Right into the night on my bike, and then when I'm gone, I just let it run around, singing to the microphone. Take away my stress, no mess, no vacation on. This is no sweat, flying no private jet. Hoping I'm going out rich, just kill my set. I can't even feel my legs, it's me and myself, my bread, I get my best.